Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Cooking with Crash. And after some reactions and some feedback and some comments from a couple of you that actually watched the first few episodes, a lot of you have been wanting specifically to see me actually go through the cooking process with everything. Personally, here's the thing about this show. If you want to watch someone cook something step by step from beginning, middle to end, there's plenty of cooking videos and TV shows and specials and stuff like that that do that cover that niche. I'm not going to be doing that every episode. But I will do my best to try and incorporate that in little chunks and little segments as much as I can. But I'm letting y'all know right now, not every episode is going to be like that. So, because the whole point of the show is to experiment, show off things that I've made, have conversations about cooking, test different flavors, experiment with things that might not work, show off maybe cooking tips, show off things you can mix, kind of the whole chaos and over-encompassing of cooking, rather than just a how-to video, because I find those boring. I really do. So, with that in mind, I am making some low-carb breakfast hash brown tacos. Because I recently went to Winco, and I absolutely just fucking love these things, okay? They're these little low-carb street taco things that, they're keto, but I didn't buy them because they're keto. I bought them because they actually taste good, and because of the fact that I can actually eat these guilty-free, and just eat like an infinite amount of these. I can honestly eat like 2 or 3 of these and still be within my carb limit. So, plus no sugars. So, fuck yeah. I've got eggs. Eggland's best. The better egg. The dumb commercials. I've got taco seasoning. I've got actually these really good hash browns. Let me explain what these are. These are cauliflower hash browns. And what's really good about them is they actually crisp up and cook relatively, decently. But here's the cool part. Not only do they still taste like hash browns, and they don't have that, super starchy potato taste. But what's nice is, if you had 2 pieces... 2 pieces is about 19 carbs, right? Minus 2 fibers, so about 17 carbs. 1 piece is going to be about 8 carbs. So I usually do 1 piece. No, not the anime. Stop that. Stop it. I know you're thinking it. Don't. So, we got a hash brown. We're going to put that there. We've got an Eggland's best egg. Put that right there. And you always want to get in the habit of putting, all your shit away when you're not, using it. I always got in the habit of that. I hate leaving, ingredients out, basically, when I know I'm going to be, already got them out. So, I'm debating if I want to use the taco seasoning or not. I kind of want to save it for something, but maybe. That's a maybe. And then, so I'm lazy because I've been eating these kidney beans recently for sides and stuff because I've been needing more fiber and I like beans. But I may just use maybe less than half a cup for the taco. So anyhow, even though this is 5 carbs, it's 5 fibers, so that's a freebie. So really the carbs I'm only getting are from the hash brown and the beans. Because there's no carbs in eggs, which is nice. So anyhow, There's a frying pan. And I forgot. I also got this too. Red Gold Tomato Love. I have never actually tried this can or this brand before, but I got a can for free from Ibotta a while back. And then when I got the free can, they gave me a coupon for like, hey, grab another one, but for like dirt cheap. So I have like 2 of these? Yeah. So anyhow, I'm gonna open this can up. If you hear beeping, it's my fridge. My fridge is like, hey, close the damn door, you mook. I gotta find my can opener. I just had it. Don't tell me I threw that thing. Ah, here it is. And now, live can opening ASMR. I know there's a market for things like this. And it's weird. Hang on. There we go. Watch and be amazed. Look at the can opening. Give it a little quick turn. Pull that up. And now, something so graphic, I don't think I can show it. I think, guys, I think Susan will be very upset if I show how graphic this is, but... Too lewd! Anyhow, so I'm going to use some of this, and then, some of that, some of this, some of that, some of this. Let me oil this up. Grab some vegetable oil. There you go. Yeah. Gotta open it up. I usually do about a small capful. Usually, I hate using like too much vegetable oil. So we're gonna put that there. See the pan. Do a little bit of this. There, a little smidge. A little schmidge. I'm gonna do that. Put that there. Wipe my finger. And then we'll be back with part 2 of me like actually trying to cook everything kinda. So, see you in a bit. Alright, we're kinda back. So everything is still over there. For the most part, right? And everything's still here. I haven't even cooked the egg yet, or seasoning, or the tortilla, or sauce, whatever. But I'm frying up the hash browns so far. These things tend to cook really quickly, and I wanted to show actually this segment off a little bit, just because I need a damn friggin' spatula. A spatula. Don't worry, I just cleaned this for the most part. But, hang on, let me, there we go. So, these things tend to fry really quickly, the little cauliflower hash browns. Like, you could tell right there, they've got already a bit of a golden color to it. It needs to cook a little more, but I like to make mine a little extra crispy. So, I usually kind of like let it sit there for a bit and let it do its thing. But I'm going to run a bit of an experiment live. I'm not sure this will work or not, but we're going to try it. We're going to take a little bit of the juices from this and see how it turns out with the flavor. So here we go. Just going to slash it. Well, that answers that. I didn't even put in that much oil, that's the thing. But there you go. It's calming down. Breathe. Breathe, damn it. Anyhow, so now we know that it'd be easier just to basically use this after the hash brown's done cooking. So, with that in mind, we will be back. Okay. Another thing that I typically do is with eggs, because I have to be careful for my health, I usually eat the egg whites only with eggs. But for today, I might actually eat the yolk as well too. So, for the sake of this video, we're going to separate the eggs from the egg whites. And it's pretty easy to do. I don't know why so many people can't do this. It's not that difficult. Watch. You ready? Egg. Fan. You gotta make sure smoke alarm don't go off. Oh, duh. Crack. Small crack, right? And then you do this. Wow. Neat. And then you just go back and forth for a little bit until the egg white gets in there. Oh, never mind. I saved most of it. But that's typically how you do it. But screw it. There you go, done. Righty, I'm cooking an egg now. There's an egg. I'll be back. Alright, we're back with another part. So, I usually try, when I can, if I'm making, like, breakfast tacos typically and stuff like that, I try and crispify my, little tortilla a little bit. Because most restaurants will typically do that too, where they'll kind of, like, grill the tortilla a little bit, give it some extra love and flavor. You gotta be careful. I always keep, when I'm grilling tortillas, on like a lower heat, just because these things will grill, as you can tell, pretty quickly and soak up a lot of the oil and stuff very quickly. So you kind of want to keep more of a delicate eye on stuff like this and eggs a bit more, so that, you know, you prevent messes like I did. Which, by the way, I want to point something out. Despite the mishap earlier, egg whites, yolk. Still a little bit like right there. But that's most of the egg whites. So, aha, I still did it. Victory dance. Do the monkey. You know, Johnny Bravo. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to flip this over. A little more, once more. It doesn't need to be, like, super crispy. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people will say, like, oh, well, the crispier the tortilla and the shell, the better. But you don't need everything to be super duper crispy all the time. It can literally just be like a small crisp. You know, just so that gives it a little bit of that grilled flavor. And if you do that, you still get a lot more impact with it. So, alright. Which, by the way, hash brown's done too. Eggs are done. I gotta clean this up. I'm probably gonna dump some of the taco seasoning in when I construct it. So, which actually, let me flip this over one more time. How are we doing? Yeah! See, that looks a lot better. Oh, yeah. That looks crispy. I'm good. I'm gonna take that off. Alright. So now that's done. Always set that to the side. Always do that. I'm going to wipe that down here in a moment. I'm going to let it cool off because, God forbid, grease fire, you know. But now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to assemble the taco, if we can. Nope. I don't know if you'll be able to see me. Nope, you're seeing that. Hang on. Nope. Trying to get a camera angle on my phone. Alright, I guess I'll just have to keep doing this. Alright. You see me? Cool. Alright. Spider-Man plate. Because I can. Alright. Tortilla. Egg white. Take that egg white. I'm going to take that egg white. Boom. Egg white fits perfectly. Take that hash brown. And what you're actually going to do with the hash brown, most people will normally like just leave it as is. I like to smush it a little so that the hash brown like flavor is like in there a little bit better. So you just kind of give it a little bit of a squish. Just a little bit. There you go. Give that a little bit of a squish. Yeah. Because then now it's covering more of the tortilla itself instead of just that part. So, there's that. And then, we're going to take a little bit of that. Grab a spoon. Small spoon. There we go. We're going to take a small spoonful. I know both ingredients say, oh, do like half a cup, but I'm doing less than half a cup. There we go. I'm going to top that nice and beautifully. Yeah, look at that. And then we're going to take our beans. Again, I know I could be using refried beans. I know I could be using like pinto beans, black beans, whatever. But I'm lazy, and I just want to use up the rest of these beans. These kidney beans. So we're going to... I'm not even going to use up a ton of these beans. There you go. Some beans. Boom. Boom. And there you go. Now I don't have to eat the cholesterol bits. And then I was going to use a little bit of this taco seasoning, but I'm not going to. Instead, you can usually use any kind of like taco sauce. Like lucky for me, I have some hot sauce in the fridge. I love hot sauce. Give me hot sauce. If it doesn't catch my ass on fire, it's not hot enough. It's not enough flavor. And trust me, I've had plenty of hot sauce. I'll have to tell you guys the ghost pepper burger story one of these days. So, here. There we go. We're going to slap that baby on there. Ooh, yeah. Some hot sauce. Bam. All used up. And then finally, turn this off. There we go. Hello. Well, I guess let's try the finished product and see how it turned out. Could be good, could be bad, we don't know. That's half the fun of this show, is we're experimenting with different things. So, it could be a good flavor, it could be a winning combination, it could suck ass. We don't know. But here we go, cheers. Okay. That's not too bad. A little messy, but not too bad. But every taco is supposed to be messy. Any good taco is supposed to be messy. In retrospect, again, black beans would probably be better. But the cauliflower hash brown is really good. The diced tomatoes and green chilies in there are pretty good. And the egg whites are really good with the hot sauce. So, not bad. I'm going to finish this off. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.
So, he thinks he's the only one that can make pretty decent breakfast tacos, huh? Well, two can play at that game. Watch and be amazed as I have the clearly superior take on low-carb breakfast tacos. Hey everybody. So, don't mind me, I'm actually using Crash's vessel as a example of this. So, don't worry, he's not possessed or anything. This is completely normal with the whole shifting process in the multiverse. Anyhow, so, I'm going to show you guys today how to make low-carb breakfast chicken tacos that are perfectly healthy, super filling, easy to make, and super delicious. You just need your basic ingredients around the house, and obviously you need some kind of chicken. For this particular example, we're using some leftover rotisserie chicken or shredded chicken for it. But we also have some Winco peppers and onions from leftover. We also have some tomato, egg, sour cream, lettuce, and our tortillas, and a little bit of spice. So pretty simple. Start off, basically, by just grabbing your tortilla. You know, we're going to put that to the side for now. Now, again, I like these things because, again, they're basically 0 carbs. So you can have like 2 or 3 of them, basically. And we're probably going to make at least 2. So, with that in mind, let us grab a second tortilla, do that, and then we will be back with the process of how we get started with mixing, cooking everything. So, see you soon. We're back. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is basically throw some oil or some butter or something in a pan. And you don't want to use too much oil, but if you're cooking more than, say, 1 taco, you want to use a little more than you usually do. So, we are typically using the Winco pure canola oil for cooking. Works pretty well for the most part with us. It's, you know, no sodium, no carbs, no crap. There is a little bit of fat involved, but, I mean, you have to give and take. And then, typically, we are going to put 1 tortilla down at a time, let that cook and sizzle, and then let that get golden for a bit, and then when it's done being golden, we put on the next tortilla. And then, after the tortillas are nice and golden, is when you go to step 2, which is going to be basically mixing the peppers and onions that you have with the chicken, and fry those up together. So, be back for part 3 here in a moment. Alright, so we just got our tortillas nice and golden for the most part. Everything's looking pretty good. They don't need to be super crispy, but they just need to be like golden brown-ish enough, as you can see here with the 2. So next comes the fun part. You take your Winco peppers and onions, right? And, ready for this, blam! Slap them in there. Most of them. Sometimes they just get stuck in the bowl. Bam! Alright, so you got that. You still got oil in there. Then you take your chicken, and then you go, blam! Oh, that actually emptied out pretty well. And then you just let that stir and fry up a little bit. Let that sizzle, and let that cook. So, we'll be back with the next part, part 4, on how the chicken and peppers and onions turned out. So, see you in a bit. Alright, so now that you got your chicken, peppers, and onions pretty much all cooked, as you can see here, we're going to slap them back in the bowl, the one that we used earlier, and put that off to the side for now. So, let's take care of that real quick. Get that taken care of. We're going to spill all of that back into here, for the most part. Now that that's cooked, as you can see, and still hot and steamy. Now, we're going to add a little extra oil, and we're going to cook our eggs, or at least egg white, and go from there. So, we're going to fry some egg whites, and then when we come back for the next part, we're going to show you kind of the miscellanea and finally the assembly of it. So, don't go too far. So, we've got our regular egg yolk cooking right now here in the pan. We just got done cooking our egg white. It's going to look a little weird like that because obviously we're using the same pan as we cooked, you know, the peppers, the onions, the chicken, and everything else, and the tortilla. You know, what, you're going to use multiple pans for multiple things? That's crazy. Why would you do that? That's stupid. Anyhow, flip this egg yolk over. Let that cook. We usually give this to the birds and the squirrels and stuff because we can't eat the yolk, but we usually just eat the egg white. So, we're almost done. We're going to cook this real quick, and then when we come back, the actual assembly of the taco, plus slicing some tomato. Stick around. We're back. We're slicing tomato. At least 2 slices. We're gonna slice up the slices in half. Make it a little easier for the tacos. There you go. We've chopped up some lettuce. Got our tortillas, got our egg white, got our chicken and peppers and onions. We got our plate. The assembly. Taco. Then you want to start with half of the egg white. Because you got to remember, we're making 2 tacos. So we use 2 eggs. So you always want to kind of cut it in half. So, egg white. Make life a little easier. Although, you know what? We're going to do this. Break that up. Put that there. Yeah. Now we've got enough egg white on there. Perfect. So, egg white. Then, you take your flat items. So, we're going to do our little bit of tomato on there first. Make that easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Right? So that's there. You take your chicken and your peppers and onions. Don't worry about that. That's been broke for a while. And then you're going to take just a sprinkle of it. Right? A little handful. You're just going to go blap. Like so. Put a little more on there. So, a blap. Right? Have a little fun with it. Then, you're going to take your lettuce. Take about half that lettuce. And just kind of sprinkle it on there. Then after the lettuce, well, you add your sauce. Add whatever sauce you want. Go from there. But in this one, we're not going to add the sauce. And finally...
So, what do you think? Alright, fine. I will admit defeat. Your breakfast tacos look way better than mine. Mine had a lot more effort, a lot more ingredients, a lot more love, a lot more time put into them. Yeah, yours clearly win by a mile. Still, it was nice to have this little back and forth between each other. Yeah, it was a fun little experiment. Well, until next time, folks. See you around for the next episode. Pian. Later.